little rural life. Not really an update. I on a regular basis have to either substitute what I went to the gas station for, or I drive all around town looking for something. I just drove, I have a gas station right next to my office, right next to the church. I just drove across town because my gas station is out of Diet Mountain Dews. They have been for like a week. I've driven all of them. I haven't checked the Loves, so I could check them. All of the normal gas stations I go to are out of Diet Mountain Dew. This happens a lot with Monster or whatever it is I'm drinking. It's the Pepsi distributor just hasn't been in a while. A lot of times too, same thing like Monster. The distributor just hasn't been in. We're running out of things. Hopefully they'll be in. They're supposed to be in on tomorrow. They're also supposed to be in last Tuesday. Even then, I think a lot of the distributors only come in every 2 weeks. So we'll run out of stuff. I, on a regular basis, am like, oh wait, no, I can't go to the gas station right next to the church. I got to drive across town because the one next to me is out of this. And then I drove all the way over here and then they were out. And so I asked the lady, I was like, how come no one has Diet Mountain Dew in town? She's like, the Pepsi distributor, there's an issue with the Pepsi distributor. It hasn't been in. She's like, hopefully he'll be in tomorrow. That's what it always is. Hopefully they'll be in tomorrow. Maybe. You never know. Not a big deal. This is not something that you deal with in the city. Like, on the very rare, very, very rare occasion, like when I lived in the city, if I would go into a gas station and they would be out of my particular thing, one, typically it was in the back. It was just, they just hadn't kept up the stocking for whatever reason. Or like I could literally just walk next door to the next store. They would have it. The idea to have to drive around town, then after a week, everyone is out right now. And I do need to check Loves. Far as I know, all my normal, I have like 4 gas stations I kind of ping pong around depending on what part of town I'm in. They're all out. They're all out of Diet Mountain Dew. And like I said, I have it to where many times where they're out of the sugar-free Monster, or so there'll be many times where I'm like, I can't go to this gas station. They haven't had my stuff for like 2 weeks. Let me go over here. It doesn't seem, it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes it is like, I live next door to a gas station. It's like 2 blocks down. Then I end up having to spend 10 minutes instead driving across town and driving back. It does get to be a little interesting. Rural life, wouldn't trade it. There are little things like that.